thank you for fellow Poh Lan Buddhist practitioners and also our friends from Australia. Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude to late Master Ching Kung, because Master Ching Kung always created opportunities for interfaith to meet and talk. And Master Ching Kung also was the one person who inspired us to want to have the mission to set up a site that can become role model for harmonious, multi-faith, multicultural township, such as Toowoomba, and a model, multicultural, multi-faith country. And he was actually looking at Sri Lanka at that point, and also establish the Han Studies Institute so that we can acquire knowledge that can put ethics into action. And I came here and I met a lot of old friends, some way back 20 years ago, and also met my student who was studying with me when she was 10 years old. Now she is 30 years old now, and I asked her, how do I put all these years of my encounters with young people into 10 minutes? She said, teacher, looks into your soul, 找你的灵魂啊。她说，老师，你要找灵魂，跟我们对话。Now, of course, as speaker, we always want to get a lot of knowledge. We tend to overdone our kind of slides. Huh? So I'm going to have my slides on the screen. But I found that it is true. When you speak from your heart, the audience listened. It's not about how much knowledge. The Indonesian entrepreneurs, they were from directors, senior managers, from office all the way to kebun. That means to the estate. They were from one of the largest palm oil plantation company in Indonesia, and also a steel company from Indonesia. And at the beginning, they came because the bosses asked them to, and the directors were curious. But at the end of the course, they all said this, you know, in actual fact, I can't change other people. It's very difficult to change other people. I have to change myself. If I can change myself, I can change the others. Because not others have changed, but I have changed. If we come in here, we go to the reception, and if we find that, or if we perceive the receptionist as being unfriendly or disrespectful, don't point our fingers at that person first, but look at ourselves. Maybe because of my own disposure was not that polite. And once you change that, all the words that you come out become friendly. You start to think about solution. So what is the role of a leader? The role of the leader is not to do everyday job, very tiny job, micromanagement. It's about clearing the path. To clear the path, we need wisdom. So when we said the young people, they're very arrogant. They're very extravagant. Spend. You know, I heard that one of the concerts by a popular singer in Singapore, my friend's daughter bought a ticket, and it's not the front seat. It cost her over 1,000 Sing dollars. To me, it's unimaginable. Why would you spend that much money on one ticket? You're not even, you know, sitting at the front. You're only seeing a glimpse of that person. But it seems like they have the money, they don't care, they're overindulgent in sensual pleasure, and they are not hardworking. It seems that young people are like that. But after we encounter with them, we found that they're actually not like that. They call it pressure. Living in today's world, when everything is fast and fast and fast, they have to face a lot of pressure. In this formula, pressure is equal to force over an exerted area. So when the exerted area is smaller, the pressure is bigger. Because they're being sort of streamlined into a small space, which they thought is big because they thought they can get everything from the internet. But in actual fact, their world is getting smaller. They can't even talk to the person sitting next to them. But they can talk, they can communicate over social media. So in our journey, the Malaysian Han Studies has a school. It's like a tuition school for morality. We are supplementing the normal school to have more opportunities for people to come in, irrespective of religions and culture and skin colors, where we all can sit together and talk what is truly in our heart. So if we can let the area become larger, the same amount of force will be dispersed. That means if they can see things from the other's perspective, they'll be able to withstand the so-called force exerted on them in life. So in our school, I'm very glad to hear about the education should start from young age. In March this year, Malaysian Han Studies, the Mahans International Primary School, has officially got the approval to start its international school program. And thank you to Madam Alice Wong, who all these years stand beside us, because it is not easy. It is really not easy, especially it's an international program where English is the primary language. So in the academic, then what is the content of what we teach our children all the way from 3 years old to 12 in the primary school? And in our Mahan school, where we offer community courses free of charge, that's also something unimaginable for people. Yes, we offer community courses free of charge to our communities. Education starts from the root. We have to build the character. What we see today as a personality is stemmed from the root. So, 教育. We return to the Chinese ancient text. Once again, very thankful to Master Cheng Kong. In Hong Kong, I remember he was receiving guests from the UK, Professor Hughes at that time, and also some American guests at other times. He pointed at the stack of sutras and the literature that was placed on the table. He said, I have spent a lot of money in printing these books. They're classical Chinese. Okay? However, if we don't have people who can understand the language, who cannot comprehend the text, and also be able to tell people all the wisdoms that are installed in this text, they are just a stack of waste papers. It has no use at all. So he wants to have individuals who are willing to step out, to come out and learn and to teach. Because teach is not just teaching, it's also including, okay, you have to be a role model. Then you have to teach and also guide. The radical on the right, on the first letter, 教, is a hand. It's this hand. That means you don't just teach, talk, preach. You also have to supervise. Day to day, from time to time, we keep in touch with these people, adults or young people. They love to learn, but they don't know how to express themselves. They are so lack of love. They want that love. That's why we need nurturing. Nurturing. To care about them. To really listen to them. To let them understand that our destiny lies in our thought. Encounter thoughts with the actions and the habits and character, and finally it will shape our destiny. And this destiny, actually the journey begins with our family. Why family? Because it is the first social circle that we're going to learn how to deal with people. How do we love other people unconditionally? Can we solve issues with brothers and sisters? How can we extend this unconditional love to the other people? So in the 3 character classics, it was said that all humans are born innately good. They acquire bad habits will cause us to lose touch with our genuine goodness. 三字经说，人之初，性本善，性相近，习相远。所以相信人是可以教得好的。And what do the Chinese text, the literature teach people? 关系 relationship. Confucianism teaches human-to-human relationship. Taoism teaches human-to-nature relationship. And Buddhism teaches human-to-spiritual relationship. And therefore, in the Chinese civilization, in all the Chinese literature that we're going to impart and later on translate into other languages, will contain these elements. And yin-yang, thank you to the doctor who talked about the yin-yang, was also in the Indian scripture, that relationships being interactive and not have to be confrontational. I was in Vatican, they asked me, how do you solve your problem? And so I have a problem, institutional changes and so on. I said, no, we need to talk. They couldn't understand what I was talking about. I said, we need to talk. We need to have a dialogue. We need to communicate and not just force other people to undertake institutional changes. So we urge our children, the young people from 3 years old all the way to up. Yes, our 3 years old wash toilets, mop the floor, not using mop, but using their bare hands. So welcome all of you to come to Malaysian Hand Studies to see the little kids in the little toilets. They wash the dishes, they bow to the friend and so on. We want to have a life planning. That childhood accumulate merits, middle age adding values for others, and in the old age, then they are very valuable by the society. Thank you.